So let's take this. President Bola Tinubu on Saturday urged the Nigerian army to shun actions that could truncate Nigerians' democracy. The president made this plea at the Diamond Jubilee of the Nigerian Defense Academic NDA in Kaduna on Saturday, according to his spokesperson, Ajuri Ngele. I urge you to continue to play your constitutional role of safeguarding the territory integrity of Nigeria, our fatherland, said Mr. Tinubu. Mr. Tinubu added that the army must shun any acts that are inimical to the well-being of our nation and act which can destroy the gains of democracy which we have enjoyed in the last 20 years. So now on social media, everybody is talking on this particular statement there. That does it mean Tinubu is scared that the army, they are planning something? Why bring this up again? I remember that he mentioned similar thing like this during the time of the election, the campaign and all that. But again, now you're already the president, you ringed yourself into that office. Why are you bringing this issue again? So people are talking, Nigerians are talking right there and all that. So let's talk about this. Let me start with Mr. Moses. Mr. Moses, please, what is your take on this statement from Mr. Tinubu? You have 6 minutes, sir, so that I can pass around. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to express my view again or opinion. I really appreciate, and this is my first time. I think it's a stepping stone for me, and I really appreciate what you are doing. It's just that I've not the opportunity to contribute one thing or the other since I started watching you. But I think you have given me the go ahead now, and it's going to be a continued process. To talk about Nigeria, personally, I know from the day one that Tinubu has nothing to offer to Nigeria, and from the beginning of the campaign and up to now, he bought his way, and he forced himself on Nigeria. And what do you expect? And the other time, he paid a very substantial, huge amount to the army chief, service chief, or just to buy their conscience. And from what is happening in Nigeria today, and everybody is lamenting bitterly because the way things are going higher, and within him, he's not even comfortable. So that is why he's using it direct to at least soften the mind of the military and all these people he feel that he can turn his government aside. But that notwithstanding, that will not stop the military if actually they want to do something against what he's preaching against. That is number one. Number two, I'm not supporting Nigerian because the way things are really going now in Nigeria is beyond human comprehension. And I want to also say one thing: since I was born up to date, I've never seen we Nigerians speaking well of the government. And the basic fact is that the problem of Nigeria, it is mainly lie on we Nigerians. If you ask me why, the problem of Nigeria does not really lies on the government. It lies on we, the common man in Nigeria, because we are too cautious of corruption. We are too cautious of money. Can you imagine somebody will take just 5,000 naira to sell his birthright, just 5,000, 2,000 naira to suffer for the rest of 4 years,
and bag of rice.
And my dear brother, if you look at it critically, the government just have little blame because we, the common men in Nigeria, we are the architect of our problem. If you ask me why, I will be able to explain that how can You just take 5,000 naira just to suffer for the rest of 4 years. To suffer for the rest of 4 years. That is number one. Number two, the reason why this government are not mindful of us is because they know that we are conscious of money. They know with money, they can easily have their way or do have whatever they want. Imagine this government they don't believe on due process. They don't believe in election. That is why they misbehave. They do anyhow. Not to talk of other countries like the Western world. Every single thing they do, they have to be very conscious because it might affect them. But come to Nigeria, they do anyhow because they really know that election or voting doesn't really have it doesn't have anything to do with them. That is why they misbehave them, because they know at the end of the day, with their money, they can have their way. So to round it up, we as the commoner, we the Nigerians, we should begin to think this time around that we should begin to crave for how would I put it? We should begin to crave for sincerity. We should begin to crave for accountability. We should begin to crave for sincerity and worthiness. We should not be too conscious of money. Like I know I just wanted to make reference to the previous discussion we made. People were saying that it's because of this government that affect those boys, that affect the footballer. We are speaking from, I listened carefully, all the people that contributed, they are speaking from the perspective of the commoners. These guys that are really playing this ball, whether Nigeria is suffering or they are not suffering, they don't have much to lose. Even they are the one that's going to benefit it. Okay, like I cast my memory back to when Nigeria won those cups. They built houses for them. They gave them cars. They gave them all manners of luxuries. The common man in the street that kill themselves and suffer for it has nothing to benefit. The rich keep on getting rich, while the poor keep on getting poor. That is the situation of Nigeria. In order to crown it off, we the commoner, we should begin to think inward that whatever we are doing, we should not be too conscious of money, because you cannot eat your cake and have it. You cannot take 5,000 naira. At the end of the day, you expect a better government. You cannot take a cup of salt. At the end of the day, you don't expect these people to get their money back to where some of them borrow money to campaign. Okay. Some of them borrow money to give you 5,000 bag of salt, bag of rice. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you cannot expect them to get those money back and pay to their creditor. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was a wonderful submission from you, and I wish they learn from that, to be honest, because a lot of them have sold their future just for today. You know, it's very, very unfortunate, and the next 8 years you will suffer, and that's what they're passing through right now. Let me hear from the next person. Okay, Gideon Simon, you say you're based in Port Harcourt. Please turn on your camera. Let me see your face before I let you in. It's your first time on this panel. You know, okay, Gideon, I can see you already. Okay, thank you. Okay, go ahead. Talk to us, Gideon. Thank you very much. Unmute yourself. You muted yourself. Unmute yourself. Hello, Gideon.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us all the way from Port Harcourt. It's your first time joining this panel, right?
Yeah, my first time, but I've been following you all for a long time.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Please talk to us. What is your take? Because we started with the football. Now we are talking about the current situation of Nigeria. So what is your take about the football?
this thing here is that we that here in Nigeria here, we are facing the heat. Let me just say we are facing the heat here. So for Tinubu telling the army they should come out from that, they are, you see, maybe in his mind is telling him they are plotting a coup. If it's something that
Mm.
what his mind is telling him is what they are doing, I believe that is a very good step because some other African countries are taking that bold step from this political era, people that are not doing well. So us now being in this government, in which they are not doing well. If it's something that he's saying, because I believe that he himself know that he's not doing well, that is the reason why he's thinking that way. And that is the reason why he brought this as a fresh topic. So if the reason the military start trying to do that, for me, I would say is a plus to them because I believe that is going to be the best. And that is going to be the best that is going to sort out this insecurity in Nigeria, the hardship, the increasement of fuel, the increasement of the reason this is like, how would I put it, the breakdown of Nigerian currency not having a value. Again, look at ordinary CFA is bigger than Nigerian currency. Look at ordinary CFA is bigger than Nigerian currency. It's a very big shame. So if something like this is about to take place in the country, because I believe that when a criminal sees his fellow criminal, he will not be at rest. So him having this kind of body language, something like this is about to happen or something like this is going to, if it's going to happen, I'm going to be happy. Looking at the performance of Super Eagle, I've been watching about what other commentators, other people are saying, my fellow panelists that is here. I've been seeing what they're saying. See, the problem of this country is bad government. That is one of the most important thing. And this bad government really affected the Super Ego. It really affected them so badly. Because are you bringing a cup for insecure country, a country that nobody knows the value of you? Are you bringing it for their own selfish interest, for their own plus, for their own pocket? Or are you bringing it for the betterment of the country? Look at the rate of fuel. Let us just look at that one aside. Look at the rate of rice. Very, very high.
But
Look
but
at
but
now,
Mr. Gideon, how do you guys now survive over there now? You are calling from from Port Harcourt. How do you guys survive now?
bro, now God they help us. Mo just talk and now just put it that way. Now God they help us. By the grace of God, we are surviving. We are living. Because currently now,
Hi.
what is happening currently now is that nobody have the money to use to buy land or this. It's people that have already acquired that. It's people that are doing that. What we are doing right now is that is from hand to mouth. That is what we are doing right now. We that is surviving, we pray for daily bread. That is what is the point. When we go out in a day, we pray for daily bread, having the money that we use and eat for that day. Or also have money that we use and manage to pay house rent. So we are managing and God is helping us. We are coping everything. Everything is very high, very hard. We that is at home now is people that are going to tell people what is happening here in our country here in Nigeria than people that are in diaspora. We are passing through a lot
So
here.
you
We are
guys are just
suffering a
going
lot.
to continue to pray and wait for Nigeria to get better, right?
Bro, Nigeria not before prayer. Oh. Prayer can never solve this country. I believe action is the best thing that's happened to this country. So if the military say that they want to do anything concerning coup, they are free to do that. I'm in support of them. I'm telling you because I'm tired, bro. Let his mind
Hmm.
keep on telling him that. Let his mind keep on telling him that something is about to happen because he knows he's a thief. Nobody puts him in that position. He puts himself there by telling himself that he's Olomoko. This is his time to rule. He's the one that put Buhari there. So what are we expecting? We will keep on expecting the bad from the worst. Look at now how much a dollar is. 1,000 something. Let me just say a dollar is 600 now plus now going up. What is 1,600 now going up? A dollar. Ordinary safer. Me and someone spoke yesterday. 28,000 naira. Converted in safer is 12,000 safer. can give you 28,000 naira in Nigeria currency. Imagine sefa, bigger than naira. So everything about the economic of this country, everything is gone. We are doomed. We are finished. God is the only one that is helping us, that is making us to survive. Nothing is moving.
Thank you,
Nothing.
Mr. Gideon. It's good to have you on the panel with us today, and your submission is very pathetic. Even though we already know what you all are facing over there, but it's I have to mute you for now because of that noise coming up. But let's move on to the next person. That is a direct that is information coming from someone in Nigeria right there. You know, as you all can hear that. Let me talk to Love of God is my strength. Thank you for calling back again, madam.
Stay long. I remember Bego, no verse, when I no verse for me. I know say everybody say prayer don't tire them. I know. As that boy from Port Harcourt, as he finished speaking, my mind went to 2020 when a woman from Texas that has never heard about Nigeria, the woman said, election is coming 2023. I don't know Nigeria before. This is the message I had. God has chosen somebody for you people. He said if you do mistake and you miss that person, the suffer that will happen in that country, it will take years. That Nigeria will never forget. This suffer it will go to another level. As this man just finished talking, that thing came back and I said, oh, I remember that woman's word. That's what is happening now. When we are supposed to choose the right person, some of them, or not all, because a lot of people, they vote rightly, but some people, they did not. That is what is going on now. And the only way for Nigeria to get out of this, they should not wait for army. They should stand up and do it themselves. Nobody will do it for them. And this our vice principal said it. We says you people are waiting for army. You wait forever. It's your country. It's not the army own country. They are part of your country. Don't wait for them. Stand up. Maybe by the time you stand up and they see the way you are fighting, they will come out and support you people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Innocent. Thanks for calling in, sir. You have only 2 minutes. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, Mr. Elvis. Hold on. Let me turn my, please. Just hold on, please. Give me a time. Hold on. Let me turn my. Yes, I'm calling regarding that guy that called from Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for me too, I am in support of the military because right now there was a time I said it that it's only the military that can salvage Nigeria. Some people were saying, "Oh, democracy. We don't want to truncate democracy." Look at what is going on. There are videos of some guys, coming from the east. From Lagos. Their GOU vehicle was ambushed, and they killed the driver. Took all the people there and left a small girl. I saw the military people that came there. If Nigeria is a place that could have, survived, those military people that came there almost at the moment that thing happened should have moved from there to start looking for these people. But after that, the people drove away. Nigeria should call. They should call the military to save them. Because saying that people will demonstrate and do that, and police will not come out, they should begin from now. Call on the military, that the military, you are the people that are holding us down. They should begin to call them. If they keep calling them and they did not answer eventually, then they should put them together that this military and these people are the cause of where Nigeria is. I want Nigerians to start calling. If it has a place, Nigerian populace should start calling for military. Please, the military, save us, save us, save us. Let us see if they will not come in and save them.
Okay.
That's what I want
to
say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me quickly call on the next person because I need to get to everybody. Amashola, please give us your final submission. 5 minutes.
Yeah, my final submission. Sorry, I'm just finishing a bowl of starch and banga soup after losing a match. Life continues. The truth is
Kai,
the last caller said the military. I have been shouting Nigerians come out. Now I think I'll change my topic to Nigerian army save us. Because since the Nigerians are so scared of coming out, the Nigerian army, you swore to our constitution to defend the constitution. So it is time for we to call on you to come and take the bandits in government away. I didn't call it coup. We have bandits in government. We need them to go away before they buy everybody. You are protecting Nigerians. Nigerians are suffering. They don't need to use weapons to kill Nigerians. Food that people are not eating is spying people. Tension in Nigeria is spying people. Hypertension is spying people. Nigerian government, Nigerian army, it is time to rise up to our occasion now. We need help from you. SOS. Help from you. Thank you.
wow. Let's say this one star. So this hashtag so it go be as a ghetto. Because instead of telling people come out. Now true, if you are listening to me from Nigeria, if you are hungry, instead of you to be calling people in abroad, send me money to buy a bag of rice, I'm hungry, tell military to give you food. That's all. Simple as ABCD. You know, meanwhile, let me move on. Mr. Ike, please give us your final submission. 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis and every other person that have joined us this morning. It's gone to morning in Nigeria. People in the US are preparing for Super Bowl final. Unfortunately, that was the Super Bowl that made Herbert lose his life. You see, we are not unpatriotic. Sincerely, we are not. We are not. But I usually don't like a situation where in our local parlance they say monkey they walk, baboon they chop. Sincerely speaking, you will never, if you have any way of seeing the future, you would have seen the kind of headlines that have come out tomorrow. You would have seen, that is if Nigeria had won this cup, nobody will remember the players. What they will remember is the government. They will say, oh, we don't need his body. All we needed was his brain. Wherever he was, he articulated, he sent the right people to go and do all that they need to do. That is good luck for Nigeria Cup that Nigeria has not won since 2013. He comes in and in 8 months he has won it. That's why it was looking like we are unpatriotic. We are not. We love football. Sincerely speaking, I go to England to go and watch match and come back. We love the game. And we love when Nigeria, I spent the whole month in South Africa for the World Cup. We know what we did for our team, in as much as Nigeria didn't get so far. But we know what we did. We went to all the centers to follow Nigeria. We've always been addicted to Nigerian football. But we don't want a situation where some other people would have worked, did their practice. You saw how these players, some of them left their teams. The English Premiership is still on. They left their team. They played. We are prone to injuries and all of that. But it would have been political. By tomorrow, you see the cup designed with APC logo by the side. I'm telling you. And that would be a way where another person would have taken glory of the hard work of another person. So let's face reality. I'm not putting any spiritual, whatever it is. I only looked at the psychological side of it. And that's why sometimes when you lose somebody, they say, please, don't tell him directly. He is driving. He is driving so that he doesn't lose control. Body, a human being is body and soul. You can be demotivated in 1 minute. I'm telling you, They reported about the GU that was attacked, the driver killed, and all the passengers taken and left. Do you know whether one of their relatives is playing this football? Do you think the person will be motivated to continue? So those are the things I was talking about. That there might be just dressing room information. You might get into the dressing room after 45 minutes and you hear one information and your motivation to continue will just die. So I don't blame them. Whoever that was scouting for players, saw Nigerian players, saw their excellence, they will get better teams. That they didn't win the cup does not take away their professionalism. They will get better teams. Our goalkeeper will get the better team. You understand? So, but it will hurt me so much if another person has come to take the glory. From this competition that have taken them one more. See where I will prepare for another time. Maybe when we have a better government that appreciate the people, everything will start correcting. Let me tell you, when elections and leadership is right, everything follows. It's like a chain reaction. But when leadership is wrong, everything goes bad too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Let me take this call quickly. Hello, yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Prince George. I'm calling from United Kingdom.
Thank you. Talk to us.
I want to make a contribution to your program.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I had someone or some people calling on the Nigerian army to come and rescue them. They've forgotten that it's Nigerian army that wrote to 1999 Constitution, Abu Salam, that tied everybody, every Nigerian, that put everybody in bondage. They've forgotten that it's Nigerian army that went to Lekki Toll Gate and killed Nigerian youths. They've forgotten that it's Nigerian army that is recruiting terrorists into the army in the name of repentant Boko Haram. You see? So it's very unfortunate that people are calling Nigerian army to come and rescue them. Nigerian army has been hijacked by the Fulani herdsmen terrorists by Buhari government. It's quite unfortunate. But the painful thing about it is that when Tinubu came in, they didn't call the army. They didn't call them out to overhaul the army and separate the wheat from the shaft. Because as it is today, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, where all the armed forces, where they hid all these terrorists, they are still there, and they don't know the person you are standing on the road talking to. If it's a Boko Haram member or Nigerian force you are talking to, you see, and these are the people that are all over the country. They dispatch them to several places.
Okay, thank you.
See why that Juba said that they are colluding. They are colluding with the one in the forest.
Thank you.
We should remember all these things when we are trying to look for help. The thing now is that Nigeria, everybody should stand up and fight for their own freedom.
Okay.
Nigeria is under bondage.
Thank you.
Biafra go, Oduduwa go, Arewa go, then Fulani, they go with their Ruga and their grazing routes. That is the only thing that can solve the problem for Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
God bless
Thank you.
all.
Yes, sir. Mr. Innocent, you have 30 seconds. Please, 30 seconds.
Sorry that I'm calling back in. The reason I'm calling back in is this last guy that says, Nigerian army, they did this, they killed that, they do that. You understand? Now, let this guy say what will be the answer to what is going on in Nigeria. We come here now, everybody, I know this platform is, people bring their opinion, But sometimes, opinions should begin to narrow down, especially now. Now, opinions should begin to narrow down. It's not now everybody giving general opinion on each person. Now, this platform is a platform that these people are they are hearing. If there's no other place to, say what people, will come together to do, I think it's on this platform because they are hearing. It's not that, they say, when you say, army, please come and help us. Come and help us. We need you. We need you. That's just, it's an easy call. It's not a call that they can use to ban, any platform. When we begin to say we need the army because something's happened, eventually,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I mean, this is what I'm saying because people keep calling in and saying different things. Now we should be narrowing down to what can save Nigeria. And we're not trying to save democracy and kill Nigeria. If we're going to, the military should come in. Then after the military, there's another democratic chance for people to come in and do what they need to do. Thank you very much.
Sir, please go to bed though. Don't call again. You don't late. Thank you. Okay, let me come to the panel. I'll go to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, please, final submission. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone there. It's been a day.
Mr. Elvis, pass me.
Okay. Take it over, Madam. Look.
Thank you. I have.
Okay, I bet love this. Madam, look, go ahead. 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, congratulations, my beloved Eagles. You did your best, and it's good enough for me. It is what it is, and we're going to move on. And I am happy with whatever I've heard, that it didn't come to us, so we can focus on the problems that are bothering us right now, so that somebody will not have his name. And I don't know if somebody saw the drones that they were parading and they had Tinubu's face on it. Did anybody see the drones that were rolled out and they had Tinubu's face on the drones? That was so sickening. And then if the cop comes in, he probably will have his face on it and keep it in his Dodan barracks. So everything worked for the good. Now, coming to this military thing, I think it's a darn good idea. But the only problem, like all the callers have indicated, is that the military has been infiltrated by Boko Haram. Now, if the military takes over, I want it to be young, dashing military boys, not these old relics, illiterates from the jungle of Sambisa forest. Absolutely not. Not the ones you see on the roadside. No. Young group of military people, educated, and at least like their counterparts in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Those are the kind of military men I want to see, not Abdul Salam with Agbada. And I don't want to see those people. At this rate, we have 1 year. The Nigerians haven't taken to the streets. I am for the military taking over. In whatever capacity, I don't even care at this point. In whatever capacity, I don't really care. Because we have had civilian rules for how many years? It has been a total failure. With the fact that we have 2 ex-military personnel as civilian presidents, it shows that there's no hope for civilian rule. Because we have had it in all kinds of combinations and they have all failed. So why do we have this screen? Why do we have this caption on the screen? Tinubu begs the Nigerian army to shun coup d'etat plot. So, it on the red. He's beginning to catch on because he knows he's feeling the pulse of the nation and he's getting the intel. And he knows if there's a breakaway, he will not be able to control that military. Do you know why he did not leave the country? He probably afraid by the time he come back, they would have locked him out. Watch from now on. Before he will leave this country again, he will think twice. Because uneasy lies the head that wears the stolen crown. So right now, we will watch and see what's going to happen because he has come out and told us plainly he has absolutely nothing to offer. So my young military guys, whatever you are doing, join your mates in the Sahel, take over. We will support you. I will support you. Thank you.
Oh, okay, Nemo. Oh no.
No, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, okay. I think Mr. Elvis has been attacked. Mr. Jonathan, are you there?
I guess I said military.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I'm here.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
But Mr.
as
Jonathan,
I
I
was.
think I have one advice for you, sir.
Yeah.
This echo coming. I don't know if you're playing from computer. Maybe you
Okay. I'm
mute
not
the
playing from
YouTube.
Mr. Jonathan, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
5
Okay.
minutes.
All right. I think am I okay now? You hearing me clearly?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I was. Yeah, as I started earlier, it was it's been a wonderful day. With respect to Mr. Tinubu talking about, the military not, coming in to take over the government or giving them advice or whatever, admonition or whatever he wants to call it. Again, it shows the character that they can choose to be sensitive and to be insensitive deliberately. In this case now, he is sensitive to the likelihood of the military taking over the government. He's sensitive to it deliberately. And indeliberately also, they will become insensitive to the plight and the situation of Nigerians. The key critical situations is a deliberate thing. It's not that they don't know. It's not that they are not aware. This is a testament to that fact because they are sensitive to this one because they know how it's going to eat them. And the idea that the problem or problems of Nigeria is entirely the problems of Nigeria, I don't know where that is coming from in 2024. After almost 24, going 25 years of civilian government, of democracy, whatever they want to call it, and somebody saying, or anyone at all in Nigeria saying it is entirely the problem of Nigerians. Well, I have a problem with that. Yes, Nigerians have their own share. I stated it earlier today. I talked about Nigeria and Nigerians being a country, Nigerians living a falsified life. And Nigeria as a country being an abnormal country. It is an abnormal country. And when you talk of Nigerians living a falsified life, then you put it squarely on the part of Nigerians. But when it comes to the real governance, okay, is government not siphoning money? I mean, when I say government now, I'm talking about those that are in charge. Are they not siphoning Nigerian money? In other words, to put it plain and simple, are they not stealing Nigerian money? Is the government now, those that are in charge, are they not padding the budget of Nigeria? Padding the budget. Is the government of Nigeria not weaponizing poverty? Is the government of Nigeria not responsible for insecurity? Let anybody come out and debate this. It's open. All these things are there. These are squarely on the foot of the Nigerian government. They are responsible for it. Yes, the people have their own role, as I stated earlier, but it is squarely, mainly, the Nigerian government that is responsible for the state of Nigeria today. Weaponizing poverty. Yes. That's why somebody who is earning 30,000 naira can be still living. Is a dead man walking. 30,000 naira, and you are still living. They still go to bar. They still go to beer parlor. So you think that it is 30,000 naira that is sustaining that lifestyle? Of course not. Hell no. They are padding it somewhere the way their government is padding it too. Through bribes, making it impossible for things to work. Go to Nigeria today and say, okay, you want to play your role, you want to support Nigeria, you want to be a good Nigeria, you want to be exporting. You don't want to import. You want to be exporting. You will see the frustration they will give you in Nigeria. Let them be hearing this. Is it easy? How it is? In fact, I don't know how to call it. I just don't know how to call it. Where do you want to start from? Try. Just try. Say you want to export out of Nigeria if you will not be frustrated. What should be the easiest thing to do when they know quite well that that is the bloodline? They can do all they like. That is the bloodline. That is what one of the primary things that will restore Nigeria. When they are talking of from consumption to production. So when they produce, are we going to? They are going to export it. That's the idea. We will feed ourselves, satisfy ourselves, and we will export. That is how we will bring in the desired the foreign exchange reserve that we're talking about. But they can't go there now and try that you want to export 20-foot container out of Nigeria. I'm waiting for somebody to come so that we can share notes and compare notes. Maybe somebody is hearing me. Maybe somebody is listening right now. Please come out and tell us how easy it is to export out of Nigeria. You can see their problem. Export should be the easiest thing, as easy as buying pure water on the street. That's how export should be. And they will be running their mouth talking about export all over the place. They are not ready. They are not ready. All they focus on is to steal. They are the problems of Nigeria. It is the politician, it is those that are in charge. They are mainly the problems of Nigeria. They are the one padding the budget. They are the ones stealing. They are the one weaponizing poverty. They are the ones that are in charge of. They are the ones that are causing insecurity in Nigeria today. Yes, you may say it's debatable. Let's debate it. They are in charge of all these problems. And that is where we are in Nigeria today. Mr. Tinubu said he's going to employ technocrats. He's going to bring people to work for him. Who at the end, look at the people around him now. His best, the very best of Mr. Tinubu are the likes of Festus Keyamo. The very best of Mr. Tinubu are the likes of Beta Edu. The very best of Mr. Tinubu are Bagudu. The very best of Mr. Tinubu is Adebayo Adelabu, who was the former deputy governor of Central Bank. What did he do then? He's now in charge of electricity, power in Nigeria. Do you think someone the likes of Okojo Iweala, the likes of Obiageli, Ezekwesili will come out? We have them all over the world. Do you think they will come out now and say they want to come and rob mines and say they want? They are there. It cannot attract them. They cannot come. So his best is Festus Keyamo. These are the likes now. These are his best that he can bring out to Nigeria or to Nigerians. This is what we have. Mediocrity at its very best. It cannot attract people. There is nobody on planet Earth who has anything to save, who wants to save his life, who wants to save his career, want to protect his family, and has anything to offer to Nigeria that will come out now and do it. Other than the likes of Festus Keyamo and their likes, all of them. Those are the people that he will see to work with him. That's why he said emphatically that there is nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. So it has to be the politicians like himself. He has to surround himself with all these people. So that is where we are in Nigeria today, unfortunately, and that's our situation. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I give thanks to everyone. Thanks.
Thank you very much. That was a wonderful submission. Trust me. I wish we have enough time out of giving it to you. Thank you, sir. Mr. CBD, please give us your final submission, 5 minutes. Then I come to give us a mandate. Okay, you are not there. Give us a mandate, please. Give us your final submission, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the time. Oh, I'm not sure if you saw what I have in the private chat, but maybe we can do that.
Yes, I saw both of them. The first one is too gory. I can't show it. The second one, na hunger, and I push the put. We'll showcase that tomorrow.
Yeah, the first one, I mean, maybe if other panelists saw it, is a little girl singing and begging the man in quotes in power to allow Nigerians and Nigerian children to breathe. I think one of the first submission that somebody said earlier was that the people actually sold their birthright. They got bag of rice, salt during campaign and all of that. Now, maybe I should cast our mind back to the last election, this most recent election. Mr. Peter Greg Lobi came out and told Nigerians that we need to give shishi. Nigerians everywhere, including the poor Nigerians, with all due respect, went as far as giving their personal belongings to support the mission and the vision of Mr. Gregory Peter Obi. I know of people that went into villages in the north where people ordinarily will not go and campaign for Labour Party, even including females, go into those villages, not minding what it would take. Some risk their life at gunpoint, different situations, just because one man came out and said, we need to give shishi. I saw videos where nurses, doctors gave voluntary health service to Nigerians because one man said we need to give shishi. Nigerians now did everything possible to ensure that this time around, no shishi truly, and we must get the nation right. But what did the government do? PVCs were found in the bush. PVCs were found in in Shalanga. Maybe I'll use Yoruba language in soccer ways and different places, just because of what? To frustrate the effort of the people. At that point, will you still blame Nigerians? Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe I'm not saying the right thing, but you can think within you if Nigerians are to be blamed. We saw on this platform when Nigerian youth even say, we die here, we buy here. Until we get our PVCs, we are not going anywhere. But their efforts was frustrated. By who? The wicked politicians, the looters, and the ones that knows where the kidnappers are, but that will not go after them, but to put the blames on Nigerians. If there's anything that Nigerians didn't do during this past election, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that Nigerians didn't do during the past election. But what happened? Efforts and everything was thrown away. Now, to now tell you that these guys, they've lost their priority. Do you know how many Nigerian officials went to the AFCON? I don't know. I don't know a man that their house will be gutted by fire, and they left their house and they are now going to dance in a party. Your house is on fire. It's on fire. You left your house, and the next place you find Nigerians, their leaders that should be projecting or providing solution to the situation of the nation, they were in AFCON. Now, how does this whole thing now tie to what we're saying today? The issue of good governance relies solely on the people that went on the street to campaign to the people that if we get there, this and this and this and this and this we will do. And if you are not able to do it, the best you can do is to leave that office and allow the people with brain to do the job. It is evident to Nigerians now that this current government thought in their mind that the issue of governance can be done through propaganda. I've not seen anywhere in the nations of the world where government runs on propaganda. No. Now, Nigerians need government. Government and governance can be felt. You can feel it. Why are Nigerians crying today? Is because they are not feeling the impact of government in power, even though they have one. The issue of fiscal policy is not there. Now talk about monetary policy. And we said here, Mr. Jonathan always tell us provide solution. Mr. Jonathan, one of the solutions that they can easily do today is to revitalize the monetary policy. And how can they do that? Don't just tell us on social media that you're going to export. Let it be real. Let it be real. Now, as it stands right now, what is Nigeria producing? As those containers come from China and every part of the world, what are we giving back to the world to balance our economy and then get our naira to stabilize? Nothing. I will just see the mic here just to call it a quick tonight. But we keep coming here every day, but I don't think it's going to get better any soon. Why? Because the people that sit in power does not understand what it means to provide good governance. You cannot rig yourself into power and rig good governance. It's not going to happen. Thank you, sir.
It's impossible. It's impossible. That's why we're facing. That's why he's telling us that he cannot do it. So he understands our pains, but unfortunately, he can't do anything about it. Thank you very much, my brother, for your submission. Thanks for all you do. The last person on the panel is Ezeshigbo. Thanks very much, sir, for joining us this evening. I'd like you to talk to us. 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir, Mr. Niger Watch. God bless you, and God bless all the panelists and listeners and those who are at the comment section. I've been listening for a while, and it's a pity we are in a quagmire, in a situation where we are in Nigeria. It's affecting everybody, whether you are in Nigeria or out of Nigeria. It's affecting us. Now, talking about the cup that Nigeria lost, I really thank the players. They did wonders. They've tried their best. In football or in game, you lose today, you win tomorrow. Nothing is written on a stone. And to me, it's good for Nigeria to lose so that other African countries, because if you deal, I don't know any of us who has a friend outside Nigeria, from Kenya, South Africa, East or West Africa, you see that the kind of envious of Nigeria because of natural endowment, oil, uranium, and all kinds of things, and the population and the aggressiveness of Nigerian individual to make it in life. It's already an intimidation. So if they get the cup, that's a consolation. And moreover, I used to live in Ivory Coast. I love the country. I love the city of Abidjan and the plateau. It's a very good country, and was too. Somebody talked about CFA. In those days, 1989, we were buying CFA for 35 naira for 1,000 CFA. I don't know what it is today. That I think when I checked online about 2 weeks ago, Nigerian currency is the worst, among the worst. I think it's among the worst or the worst in Africa. I mean, in our sub region, if not in the whole Africa. Now, because we don't have anything to export, somebody was talking about the export. I had tried to ship things, not really to export, some personal items from Nigeria to here, and it was a hell of a tax. It was very difficult, and the customs and the produce departments made things very difficult. That, in fact, some nameless individuals there too made things very difficult. So it's difficult to export from home. Then I've heard about the military support and everything. Yes, in other countries, better countries than Nigeria, when situation comes to this way that we are in Nigeria, the military comes to help because they are not trained in governance. They can direct things the way it should go, but in governance, because government is very dynamic. The military training is not dynamic. It's rigid. It's regimental. And we've seen a lot of them at home. But in Nigerian case, military is a mix. It's like a mixed bag. It's like baggage of mixed commodity. We all know about the repentant terrorists. That's the only time I'm hearing it, and it's only in Nigeria. If they were putting them in the military and all the security agencies, repentant terrorists. So many people have spoken about them taking over. I believe that. Now, if you talk about Nigerian coups, the history of Nigerian coups, as long as I'm concerned, we have had only 2 coups with the interest of the nation. The rest of the ones that came in between and after were mercantile coups to hijack the government and siphon the money. Okay? The 2 coups that had happened in Nigeria, you all know, we know them. The Nzogu coup, you see the interview of the actors, what their intentions were. Then the Oka coup, you see the interview of some of the actors that left Nigeria. Then you see that they meant good for the country. Now, in between that and after that, they were all coup to enrich themselves and their cronies, and we saw them. They didn't have the interest of the nation in their heart. So when we say coup, who is coming is the problem. Is it to continue where we are, or to give us to right the wrong and give Nigeria a breathing space? But if you ask me, I keep saying it. The Nigeria is planned to fail. It's like we are building on a wrong foundation, and we are trying to make the building to stand. It will not. It will not. There are so many things that needed to be changed in Nigeria to make it work. If not, if the army comes or goes, we'll still have the same problem. Now, why I'm not very much in support of the military, but I am if you find the one that is patriotic, is their history. They promise heaven when they come, and they deliver hell. We saw it in Abacha. We saw it in Buhari. We saw it in Babangida. Abdullah Salam, yes and no. If you check his activities within that few months he stayed, and check what left with him, you can say it's an ECOMOG. It's an ECOMOG military in Liberia. They liberated the country, but the country, they did a lot of damages inside there. So the only thing I would love Nigerians to do is to come out en masse and fight for their rights. Then, and also about the security issue, when you check it, you see that the kidnapped people, the people that are kidnapping are not, the government knows what is happening. But you see a lot of collusions, just like somebody said, we reminded us about the Danjuma thing, that what he said. He said there's a collusion, that the military are not neutral. He used to be chief of army staff, so he should know. He said that they're not neutral. And when you come to that they're not neutral, that's why there's an invasion in the country and everybody's looking the other way. Because you cannot tell me that somebody will march from the Sahel down to Onisha and kidnap somebody and begin to demand ransom. That's I can't believe it. So it requires yes.
Round up, sir.
Okay, sir. Let me stop here. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time with us, Ezeshigbo. Thanks for that wonderful submission.
Thank you.
Yeah, in terms of the military or non-military, to be honest, I just want Nigeria to be better, and anyhow it can be, let it happen. But the way it is right now is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I appreciate every one of you that joined us today. This is the second broadcast for today. It's not easy to do this. Yes, sometimes we do this. When there's a cost to do this. Yeah, but let's continue from where we stop tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I want to appreciate every one of you that came in today. Mashallah, thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, Madam Luke, guys, CBD, give us a mandate. Okay, Ezeshigbo, thank you very much. Those of you that came in that already left, God bless you all. I appreciate every one of you. Those of you that call into the show as well, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. And those of you that joined us, that they're keeping the comment section very, very busy. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Ejidima, thank you very much for your support earlier on. I appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, KDS. Thank you, Tony Africa, Abu Azi, Don Dara, Dan Dara. Thank you, Mother Luke, Amaka E. God bless you, my people. I appreciate you all. Keriba, Mercy Foster. Thank you, my wonderful people. Then Jojo is right there with us as well. Anthony, Godwin, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for your time with us. Please join us every day. We are here 6 p.m. Nigerian time. We're talking about the things that's affecting you and I. We are pouring our plight out, calling out the government to do the right thing. In case you're not aware, we are demonstrating our constitutional right to call out the government to do the right thing. It's only in Nigeria you see government think that you, as the citizen, that's supposed to be serving them. But normally, in another country, government serve the people. But in Nigeria, the people serve the government. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're trying to stop. Unfortunately, Tinubu is the president right now, president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he said he understands what you all are facing, what is happening in the country, but unfortunately, he cannot do anything. So he understands your pain. He understands your pain. And Tinubu did not promise you that he's coming to change Nigeria. He only said, it is my turn. So some people still advocated for him that, yes, it's my brother, it's my brother, it's my brother. Well, look where we are today. If you think you were supporting Tinubu to pepper me, I'm talking to you from United Kingdom. United Kingdom, I don't have problem of insecurity here. I don't have problem of light here. I don't have any problem here, to be fair. To be realistic, I don't have any issue here in the UK. Everything is fine, and I'm grateful to God. We putting our voice there every blessed day is for those of you that live back home. We just want you to have a taste of the kind of good life that we all are having abroad, in Nigeria as well. And for those of us that live abroad, we all are fighting because we want to go back home as well. A lot of us have spent 30 years, 40 years, 50 years in abroad. And many of you listening to me, or that will play back this video later on, many of you have invested back home a long time ago, or maybe you've built your house, your mansion over there. But unfortunately, even though you visit Nigeria today, you cannot even sleep in your own house. I have a friend that is currently in Nigeria right now as I speak. He's in Benin. He's in Edo State right now. He's been there now for the past 3 weeks. But unfortunately, I always talk to him in the hotel. Say, how far now? I say in the hotel. And this guy have a mansion in Benin. How can somebody spend millions of naira building a mansion, a beautiful one for that? But whenever you visit home, you still go to the hotel. Are we going to continue like this? Are we going to continue to practice ethnicism that have divided us? Tribalism? Nepotism? favoritism, in extension, religionism and traditionalism. These are all the problems that circled Nigeria that caused the pains that you and I are facing today. Unfortunately, we still have diasporans, Nigerians in abroad, who still say till tomorrow that regardless of whatever that is going on in Nigeria, now their village person must still be in power or go rule. My question to you, do you have a heart? Do you have human feelings? Are you even aware of the people that is losing their lives every day? Are you aware of the consequences when you choose a bad government? Are you aware the people that is in the hands of the kidnappers as we speak right now? Are you also aware that whenever kidnappers kidnap women, before they release them, if they are lucky to be released, are you aware what they do to them every day? They take turns on them. These are things we can't discuss here that we know. Turns. Are you also aware that a married woman with children, kidnapper will kidnap them, maybe by their husband, and they'll be taking turns on a married woman in the bush. And you are supporting your village person. Do you have a heart? I'm only asking. If you, it's question I'm asking here. Or you still choose to say, you know, consign me. After all, like some people normally say to me in other platforms, say, yeah, Buhari was there. He did the same thing. So why are you people blaming Tinubu? So if Buhari was there, he did the same thing. Why are you, how do I put this on? Are you not justifying it? Or are you not telling us that, okay, even though it's happening now, we should just take it because it has been happening before? What is the purpose of changing government? What is the purpose of changing government? Is it for backwardness or to uplift ourselves or the nation? It's very sad. The beautiful thing about it is that many of us live abroad. 95% of my panelists, God have blessed them. God blessed every one of us. We live abroad. We don't have problem of anything. If you see us coming here every day, it's for the betterment of our country and the people out there. The unfortunate part of the whole thing that is happening right now in Nigeria is that some of the people, or more of the people that supported this satanic APC are the one, most of them are the one crying out now on social media that they are hungry. But we told you, like Mr. Moses said earlier on his submission, you decided to sow, you sold your future or your destiny for a bag of rice or for 5,000 naira. It's very unfortunate. We can't continue like this, my people. My aim and objective is for Nigeria to be better in my time. Yes. And I also have all the privileges by God's grace not to visit Nigeria throughout Tinubu's regime. I don't have to be there. I don't have to. And many of my panelists don't have to be there. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody, the money will want to visit be the problem. Nobody wants to suffer. Or nobody wants to die. Right now in Nigeria, the only people that is protected are the political elites. The citizens, they are on their own. Nobody is protecting them. And you that is listening to me right now, you are still saying, "He not consign me, he not consign me." Now my village person must rule. God is watching everybody. Yeah. God is watching everybody. It might not happen how you expect it to happen, but I believe so much in karma. It will happen. You cannot be causing or deriving pleasure from causing other people's pains and expect not to get a payback. You will somehow, someday. It might come directly to you or to your children, to your wife, to your husband, to your immediate or extended family, to any of your relatives. It will happen. Because these people that you are rejoicing that they are facing pains because of your decision, your selfish and satanic decision today, they are also human beings. They are human beings. Many of them are losing their lives. Just check that little girl that stood with the God is good mottos. Her parents were kidnapped. She was left there alone just because of some of your decisions. Thank you very much, my people. Now, yeah, we'll draw the curtain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 6 p.m. by God's grace. And let's continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Good night. God bless you all.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommend to everyone in Nigeria